First question would be what country you are from?
Belgium.
Ah, okay, Belgium. And how old are you?
27.
27. Why did you come to Auschwitz?
We're on a holiday with friends, so we're traveling around Europe, and this was one stop we do, and we want to do it because we want to see it.
So
We want to visit it, yeah.
What did you hear about Jewish history and life, like in school? Or what do you know about Jews in general?
Everything I know, the World War II and the Holocaust, everything we learned at school, and we are from Antwerp, so we're living in the Jewish community in Antwerp, so it's reality, so we want to see it in real life, yeah.
What does Auschwitz mean to you?
It's a difficult question. What does it mean to me?
What do you think about it?
I think it's a heavy reality check because we heard about it, but we don't see it. So we want to feel it, and maybe we could imagine what it maybe has been then 45 years or 50 years ago.
Okay. One last question. Do you, you kind of answered it already. Do you know or have ever met Jewish people? And when or where was that? But you live in a Jewish community, so.
Yeah, we live in a Jewish community, and it's not that we talk about with that people, but you see them, and you know that these families had a history of family who has been here in Auschwitz, deported and stuff. And in Belgium we have a lot of museums, like in a few cities where the train stations were when they leave, and that are museums who are already seen it. So that's why we come to here.
Okay. Well then, thank you for your time and have a good day.
The first question, but we have to repeat it.
Yes.
And from which country do you come?
Australia.
Australia. And how old are you?
53.
53, okay. Why have you come to Auschwitz?
My family, or our family, was from Poland, and relatives perished here at Auschwitz.
Oh, okay. So you have a personal background here?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to talk about that, or?
His mother and my father came from a large family 40 kilometres from here, and even though our parents survived, their parents and 4 or 5 brothers and sisters were sent here to Auschwitz.
Okay. So may I ask what it means personally today for you to come here?
We don't have a cemetery where our grandparents and our uncles and aunts were buried. So this is their cemetery to us.
So this is the only place you can go?
Yeah.
Okay. So those were all the questions. Do you want to add something?
No. Just tell the world what happened here, that's all.
Yes, and this is why we are here and why we asked this question.
Fantastic.
So,
Thank
thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
What country are you from?
From England.
From England, oh. And how old are you?
I'm 74.
Oh, it's nice. Why have you come? Why?
Why have we?
Why have you come to Auschwitz?
Just something we thought we should probably see.
All right. Just out of curiosity and interest, or is a special reason for that?
Just out of interest, really,
and historical interest, obviously.
the fact that it shouldn't happen again. You know?
Yeah, that's right. So, could you tell us about the fate of your relatives, if you have a relative?
None
You
at
don't know
all.
Jewish
None,
people?
none.
No, okay. And the last question, may I ask what it means personally today for you, Auschwitz?
It's a very humbling day, I think, for me. And I know this sounds totally ridiculous, but to actually come on such a beautiful day makes it even more humbling, because what they suffered, we can't imagine, absolutely can't imagine. So, yeah, just historical sentiment.
Okay. Do you want to add anything else?
Not really. I mean, it's just something that, as I said earlier, we felt we should do, and to witness what we've seen on films, just to have a little bit of greater knowledge.
1715, yeah.
1715, right. And why have you come to Auschwitz?
Czemu przyjechaliśmy get to know the history, to see in our own eyes, because we are well educated in Poland about war, but sometimes it's better to face it.
Okay, that's nice. And could you tell us about the fate of your... No, that's wrong. What did you hear about Jewish history in life in school?
Czego się uczyło w historii? Odnośnie tego miejsca. Nie, o traktowaniu i co tu się stało. Well, what we learned in school about this place is about the general story of what happened and how those people were treated like.
So you learn about the Holocaust and
Yes.
their life, how they lived.
Yes.
All right. And last question: do you know or have you ever met Jewish people? When and where?
Poznał ktoś jakichś żydowskich ludzi? Gdzie i kiedy? Chodzi o dynasty. Not really, not exactly, because we are not really traveling around. So.
Oh, the last one is this one. What does Auschwitz mean to you?
Co dla nas oznacza Auschwitz? They said slaughter and death camp.
Oh, okay.
I have the answer, but thank you for
Well,
that.
thank you.
Then what countries are you from?
England.
All from England?
Yeah.
Good luck with it. How old are you?
Too old. 66, me.
55. 61. 59.
Okay. Why have you come to Auschwitz?
Obviously to see the Holocaust what went on.
So to see the history and
History,
kind of experience what it was like.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you hear about Jewish life and history in school, or just in general?
Basic things. What we've just seen a video on Coach about it. Just got memories back, you know.
Okay. So, but nothing like very special, you don't know
No,
that much?
not in my school, anyway.
No.
Okay. What does Auschwitz mean to you?
Concentration camp.
Yeah. Horror, yeah. Just horror, the way the Germans
Treated people.
treated people. Yeah.
Do you know or have ever met any Jewish people, and when or where was that?
What do you mean? Who had anything to do?
Just generally, do you know any Jewish people or have ever met them?
I do know a few Jewish people, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I do. No.
And when and where was that?
That was in America. The actual, one of my nieces,
Ah, okay.
my niece, she married a Jew.
Ah, okay. Did you talk with him about?
No.
Okay.
Not about the Auschwitz, no.
Okay. Then thank you for your time. Have a lovely day.
From Canada. We're from Canada, yes. All three of us.
Tell us about the fate of your relative.
Faith?
Your relative.
Oh, we're Christians.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. What it means personally today for you?
I think it's important to remember the past so that not only do we learn from it, we won't repeat it. That's the best way to say it. If you can't learn about it, if you can't remember it, you will forget it.
Normandy, and my other grandfather made it through the war and returned back to the United States.
Okay. May I ask what this means personally today for you?
Just a reflection of the past and learning so that it never happens again.
Okay.
Why have you come to Auschwitz?
History. Greek. Tourism.
What means personally today for you to visit Auschwitz?
To go back in history. Find out what happened here. Basically to pay respect to what happened here.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.
How old are you?
65.
And why did you come to Auschwitz?
Well, to see. So we know the story.
What did you hear about Jewish history in life?
What do you mean?
What did you hear about it? What did you learn about Jewish history?
About Auschwitz and
What does Auschwitz mean to you?
it's a very important place. Important to come and learn about history. Because it's real terrible.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
That's all?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was less than
Less than 4 minutes.
Auschwitz means to you? You know, I'm born here in Poland, so for me it's like a power of something like of our history here in Poland. So when I was in school, my teacher with my class, they take me here, and it's like a power of our lesson. So it's happened here in Poland. So it's quite important for me because what happened here in my country.
Last one, did you know or have you ever met Jewish people? Where and when was that?
Yes, I many times met Jewish people. Many times I work with them, mostly also with Orthodox Jewish. I take some Jewish people to the Jewish cemetery, and I also show important places like in Krakow, or of course here in Auschwitz. So yeah, I met many times.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
You're from Denmark?
Yes.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 59.
Why did you come to Auschwitz?
Because my grandpa he has living without SS headquarter in Gilleleje in Denmark, where the Jews, you know, they took a boat to the Sweden, and my grandpa was in deal of that. And the SS had a headquarter behind his place. So my mom, when he was 14, 15 years, he took home.
She took home some Jews?
No. What call it? The soldiers, SS soldiers. They have some hind.
Yeah.
And my grandpa living here and SS living here. So my grandpa, when they had problem with the cloak and anything, kicked them into my grandpa, took him, you follow me, clean that. It was bad. So I have, the history has interesting me because it's in my family.
That's very good. Yeah, it's very nice.
So I have seen both Theresienstadt and now Auschwitz when I see Sachsenhausen and all, because my grandpa talked about everything what's happened in the Second War.
It was.
Yeah, and because he lived the side of SS, it was really bad. It was no good for my family.
So
there
Auschwitz means too much for you.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see what is. No, it's really bad. It's not the worst we can see is here.
Have you ever learned something for Jewish history in school?
Yes, very much. I'm living a little island, Bornholm, in Denmark. Yes, it was the last island to be free. Denmark be free 15 May. No Bornholm. The Russian had the island to the 9th May. So when my school teacher in mathematics, her husband was she was Russian, so he couldn't speak with the German general, so keep the Bornholm. For Bornholm was a good island for U-boat, so they were not leave the island. When we come the Mongolish Russian to the Bornholm, and then they were crazy. They don't know what a cycle was and nothing. So you know, gentlemen know we had shaving, we had another spread. They drinking, Mongolian, they drinking. They need it was spiritus. So I have, yeah.
You have learned many things.
Yes, yes, I have.
So do you know or have you ever met Jewish people?
Not
understand.
Have you ever met Jewish people? Know any Jewish people?
Yes.
Where in your country, Denmark or here?
Yeah, Denmark. So.
Is that for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was very interesting.
Yes.
Like, thank you for the time.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
How old are you?
23.
Why did you come to Auschwitz?
Because I have a friend here and I come with some friends to visit him.
What did you hear about Jewish history and life in school or generally? Have you ever heard anything about Jewish history?
My history or my... Can you repeat please?
Jewish history. Have you ever heard anything about Jewish history?
So very little. Very little. Yeah.
What does Auschwitz mean to you?
What it means to mine? I think that is very impressive place, and I don't enter to the museum now, but I think that is very interesting to visit the museum, and because this place has a lot of history.
Big history.
Big history.